Hello, and welcome to the Free Monkey channel. This channel is not financial advice, it is purely speculative. Alright, with that being said, let's begin. This is a graph off of a banned documentary that I still have access to if anybody would like. Uh, that pretty much predicts a major global economic collapse. Mid 2026 to mid 2028. It's tough to predict, just from my calculations. Let me know what you guys think. But let's use this chart and let's use our own brain and see what we can think of. So we see the SPY here. We are in a multi-year channel here. This is the weekly candles, by the way. We are in a multi-year channel here, and we have recently broken out. When did we break out? This would load. Okay, this is the same channel. We have just broken out in May of 2026. All right, and we have formed looks like a head and shoulders bottom formation, which signals the SPY and SPX is about to go parabolic. All right. So why would it go parabolic? Right now, the market is expecting the Fed to raise rates or hold at least. Well, some analysts are predicting that the market is wrong and that the Fed will actually have to end up cutting rates, which could send this skyrocketing actually. So another another weird thing is, just before I get into it, is this is TD Bank on the TSX. Around 1 year earlier, around April 2025, it broke out and just started going parabolic. All right. Now, how does this tie into when we can predict the next major global economic collapse? All right. So first, 1801, 1901, 2001. 1807, 1907, 2007, 2008 kind of. 1825, 1929, I think 2027. All right. So, what are some historical parallels? So, in 1825, the McGregor story. Go look into it if you don't know what it is. But the McGregor story and Bitcoin and Satoshi, it's eerily a little too comparable and scary, kind of. But you never know. 1928, we had a new Fed chairman, and he was that was after a long time. Same thing now. 2026, we just lost Powell. He's been with us since I think 2013, or I don't remember. 1927, most people don't know the McFadden Act fueled the most explosive part of the Roaring Twenties, and it started with the bank stocks. And nowadays we got the Genius, Pace, and Clarity Act, kind of doing the same thing today. So the 1907 and 1929 crashes were similar from root causes. If we assume 2007 and 2027 have similar root causes, that would mean it's stemming from the shadow banking. 1907 birthed the Fed. 1929 was the Fed's fault. 07 birthed the FSOC. They just reduced lending standards. And they haven't deemed crypto or stablecoins a threat to the financial system. I think that's a mistake on their end. Keep going. 1870s deflationary. 1929 deflationary. The 1970s were inflationary. This one will be inflationary as well. Doesn't mean the markets won't crash. You can read through that if you want. So yep, financial systems were always upgraded around these times. So that is another historical parallel. Yep, this one is also a fact. You can fact check all these. 1927, bank stocks broke out and went parabolic. March of 1928, the SP90, which is the S&P 500 back then, broke out its multi-year uptrend channel and goes parabolic until the 29 crash. So just like I had shown earlier, we've got TD broke out about a year prior to S&P 500. Not saying the S&P 500 can't pull back now and pull back a good amount, but we have broken out, and I think we are about to go parabolic for the next little while before the major global economic collapse. So these are just another couple facts you can read through. Here are some cycles which I think will play out, and some important points. You can read through these. This would be a good play, being long military. Dixie. So we'll go through the Dixie right now. Chainlink is also, I think, a really good long-term play, especially with their partnerships. And this is where I personally think, this is not financial advice. This is what I am personally thinking. You can copy me if you want. And yeah. Let's go to the Dixie. Let me show you guys the Dixie real quick. So the Dixie and the SPY, they have a correlation, an inverse correlation, where if the Dixie goes up, the SPX or SPY, they go down. But what's weird is you'll see that since 2008, the Dixie's been on an uptrend. And Dixie's been on an uptrend, and the SPX has been on an uptrend. So what's weird if you day trade this pair is you'll notice usually even if the Dixie breaks out and goes up, the market doesn't usually, the SPX doesn't instantly go down. It usually starts going down as soon as the SPX is near a resistance and is about to break that resistance and confirm that it's going up and making a new high. And that's when the market SPX dumps on a daily basis. So now zooming way out, we're in a monthly candle right now. The trajectory for the Dixie right now is up, I still believe. And so with the Dixie climbing up, I think once the Dixie approaches near 114, 115 to 120, right around here, I would be super short. I believe the market's going to crash, and this could happen anywhere in 2029, which lines up with the 4-year Bitcoin cycle and bear market. And by then, if Bitcoin balloons with the Clarity Act signed and billions, if not trillions, invested into the crypto markets, that could bring down the entire system with it. And we could see a major move like this. And yeah, we never know. You could see this just collapse and have its major move from here. But I'm not a financial guy. I'm just some random guy on YouTube. So yeah, let me know what your thoughts are in the comments, and what do you think what we're gonna see. Cheers.